Greetings everyone. Called wishful thinking, but that first picture you saw in this video, wouldn't it be nice? That's all I can say. Wouldn't it be nice if that was the headlines in MSM and the headlines on all the major newspapers? Keep your fingers crossed. Maybe someday it'll happen. I am doing this first video. It's an ad-lib video, and you'll soon find out that I am an absolute newbie when it comes to this editing, and it's incredible just pulling this thing off. But there's 2 points I want to discuss, and I did not use all those hashtags, all those key search words as some type of cheesy clickbait scheme to attract subscribers. Yes, I'd like you to concentrate seriously on the message I'll be bringing you in the next series of videos, but no, money isn't the motivation here. And I do support the truth movement. I've been in this a long time. I got out of the Navy in 1977. Shortly thereafter, I joined the forerunners to the truth movement, the old patriot and constitutionalist tax protest type movements. Of course, they were found wanting. And notice I did not say the sovereign citizen movements. Nevertheless, I see a common denominator. And when I lump in the flat earth, the lost history, the mud floods, alt-right, alt-media, mainstream media, Congress, even President Trump, they all have a common denominator. And the common denominator is they lack accuracy in the terms and words they use. I don't want this to sound boring to you, but I want you to think about this. And this is my little pet rant and rave. When I hear the word taxpayer, taxpayers' money, hard-working taxpayers. This is pure BS. There hasn't been a taxpayer since June 24th, 1968, by an act of Congress. In fact, tax protesters are more obsolete than Vietnam War protesters. This government that you call $20 trillion in the hole, and you notice I didn't mention the word dollar, does not pay its bills, nor is it reliant upon taxpayers to help them pay their bills. It's a pure mythology. We've been bantering that message around too long. We have flat earthers that delve into the no space. They go after NASA and their $50 to $80 million a day budget as a waste of taxpayer money. Nothing could be further from the truth. NASA is totally not funded by any taxpayer dollars. So, that's my first part. We have to get accurate. We have to maintain accuracy and be correct. A dollar is not a thing. A dollar is, and by law, the Coinage Mint Act of 1792, which the Federal Reserve says in their publication, Liberty and the American Eagle, Boston Federal Reserve Bank, is still the law, declares a dollar to be a unit of monetary measurement. It is not a thing. No, your grandmother never gave you any silver dollars. No, you've never spent any silver dollars. And if you think a dollar is a piece of paper, then please tell me, how could 4 quarters be a dollar? How could 10 dimes be a dollar? How can 2 halves be a dollar? If a dollar is a piece of paper, why is a $5 bill one piece of paper? It can't be. A $5 bill, if a dollar is a piece of paper, would have to be 5 pieces of paper, wouldn't it? I mean, this is just plain common sense, people, and we've lost that ability to use our common sense because we've let people destroy our language. We've let people redefine our words. Now, back in the early days of the protest, tax protest, constitutionalist movement, yes, we had the abolish the Fed movement, and I'm still for abolishing the Fed. Throw those parasites out. But the Federal Reserve will print the truth in many of their publications, and that is going to be my source through this journey. I will take you by the hand. I will attempt to teach you Greek in several easy lessons, and I will show you in their own words that what you've been thinking, what you thought you believed to be true, nothing could be further from it. First of all, in their publication, and I gotta have this bother me, Keeping Our Money Healthy, and that's a publication from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, the Big Daddy Fed. They write on page 6, and you recall, our system works only with credit. Period. Now you may think it works with something else. Oh, another side note. Notice how they prefer healthy money to healthy people. Nevertheless, You think credit is something you use when you don't have money? Let's let the Fed define the term credit. Page 2, Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago. Two faces of debt. Debt is credit. Do you remember the old postulate from geometry? If A equals B, then B equals A. Now, couldn't we rewrite the first statement I gave you and say, and you recall our system works only with debt? Now, how do you pay anybody with a debt? And you can't. And the constitutionalists used to point out, well, look at Article 10, Section 1, Clause 3. No state shall make anything but gold and silver in payment of debt. And then they'd say, look at how these courts are closed and look at how they're violating it all over the place. The fact of the matter is, no state is tendering gold and silver for debt. No state is paying any debts. They're all tendering debts for debt, but not in payment. So if you want to talk about taxes, wouldn't it be prudent to talk about tax liabilities first? Now, there's many gurus out there that have all kinds of obtuse, weird monetary theories, and I assure you, I will document for you in publications that you, with a little work, maybe through your congressional delegation, push comes to shove, I can republish some of these. They're very simple booklets. And you will find the truth freely written. But hey, who cares? We live in a democracy. So what? How many people read Federal Reserve publications? As long as the mainstream meatheads, the average citizens, believe what they're told on TV, and unfortunately what someone in the truth movement continue to parrot, everything works. Their system does appear to work, and it shouldn't. It should not work. Now, there are a number of good sites out there. I'd give a shout out to Brian over at High Impact Blogs, Flicks. I think his channel's back. But here's the problem. Brian does an excellent job on statism. Excellent. I've learned much from him. But when it comes to monetary affairs, he is so close yet so far away. Stunning how far away he is. Anybody, and I mean anybody that tells you about taxpayers, tax dollars, and governments, what they collect, waste, and spend? Are you kidding me? Governments that are $20 trillion a whole pay their bills? Why would they pay their bills? They get everything they want with credit. And credit is debt. And debt is monetized. And now you have monetized debt. You see, money is psychological. It can only exist between your ears. If you think you have money and you get a banker to agree with you, then you have it. Years ago, up until the 30s, we used to use gold in coin form as the money of account of the United States. They stole that. And by June 24th, 1968, they stole our silver. And why would they steal our grandparents' gold and our silver in coin form? So they could get us off the money we produced and started to use their credit they effortlessly created. Sounds complicated, people, but I'm going to tell you, when I take you by the hand and walk you through this, it's very simple. It lays out very nicely, and I, honest to God, hope the green light comes on. And you say, I see it now. Second thing I wanted to talk about is unity. Now, you gotta be accurate. We're fighting a beast system. I don't care if you want to put a religious twist to it. It is a brutal beast system. And I'll tell you what, this beast system has a circulatory system. And the blood that runs in this beast system is credit, is debt, is money. And I'm telling you, people, a very simple way at the end of my whole presentation, and after whatever many parts it takes to get this message clear to you, if we drain the blood, the beast dies. No violence, no revolutions, just pure simplistic application of the power of truth to this infinite fantasy world we all currently find ourselves living in. Unity. Flat Earth versus globe. Mud flood deniers. Lost history non-advocates. We are divided and we will be conquered. It's the oldest trick in the book. Please hear me out on that. We have got to learn to disagree in a very polite, respectful way, and remember we all are fighting a common enemy. A common enemy of a small group of very brutal, evil parasites. We outnumber them millions to one, but they're moving quick, and we have to move before they move, because whenever they roll out this 5G, whatever they're spraying those chemtrails for, and I can't think of any good reason, they're accelerating their plans, their endless wars. And then, by the way, let's go back to point number one. Wars are fought for profit. How many times have you heard that? Oh, it's for oil profits. Oh, wars are profitable business. Let me explain something to you, and you have to master this. When you have the power to create money, you don't do anything for a profit. Wars are a very effective way to regulate consumers. The illusion of taxes is a very effective way to regulate consumption. You're walking into your neighborhood bar one day, and nowadays you need to bring $100, quote-unquote dollars, and there's an IRS agent by the front door. You can walk in through. He says, oh, 50% tax. What did he do? He cut your consumption in half. Did he take that 50 from you so government can pay its bills? No. Government doesn't pay its bills. Why would it? So, back to unity. It's very critical that we smooth down some of our differences. It's very critical that we all point our truth bombs, our weapons, if you will, at a common enemy. And it's very critical that we unify and take this beast bastard system down before it's too late. I ask you to subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I promise I will be making a multi-part series that'll take you from A to Z. And yes, it's going to sound like Greek in the beginning, but we're going to overcome your cognitive dissonance just like I overcame mine many years ago. And you're going to see the light at the end of it. And so I ask you to subscribe, hit the bell notification, share with others, please. It's just something that we need to get a common message out. We need to have our side extraordinarily accurate, our I's dotted, our T's crossed, and we need to unify against a common enemy. I thank you all for watching this. I hope to see you again soon. Oh, and by the way, hey, when it comes to making videos, this editing of this one's going to be a real hoot, people, because I don't know what I'm doing. I've got bear skins and stone knives I'm working with. This laptop is old. I've got some hanging light over here. This headset was crappy. I hope the volume comes out okay. And actually, I hope to learn as I progress through this and be a better video content creator. But the point is not the messenger. The point is not the flashy pictures, and there are some excellent creators out there. I mean, Woodward TV comes to mind. That guy is damn good. No argument. But here I want you to concentrate on the message, because it's the message that's important. Please leave your comments, and I'll freely give you my email address. Outpost, that's one word, OUTPOST, at midco, MIDCO.net. That's all you need. Now, this probably won't trigger any questions for you, but keep that in mind. Write that down. Or you can leave comments on my future videos. You will have questions in the upcoming series. And I ask you to stand by patiently, look for it. I will try to get these videos out as fast as I can, because people, I say the time is later than we think. We need to move. We need to move together. We need to move in unison. We need to get this job done. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next video.